You can check us out on our television platform and then also right here in our live stream studio. So this is a little bit of a newer initiative. We've been doing live stream for a few years now, about 2.5 years, maybe a little bit more than that. But it really is kind of the future of shopping, right? When you think about it, I think online shopping seemed like such a new thing. And now like TikTok shop and shopping, live shows and things seem like this whole new thing. But when you think about it, home shopping kind of was the beginning of live streaming, right? It was live streaming before live streaming was live streaming. If that makes sense. That might have been extra live streaming, but it was the beginning of live shows. It was the beginning of shopping through a screen, shopping with someone without being in the room with them. So it's kind of neat. It's really neat, actually, that we are continuing on the tradition of traditional home shopping, but through these new channels and these new platforms, right? So we're really utilizing all that we have out there now when it comes to social media, when it comes to technology. And that's where our live streams come into play. Okay. So the live stream platform is super fun. I encourage you guys to engage. So this platform is all about engagement. It is social media. So I always say, get social. Let's take that social media part and run with it. If you have been a longtime Shop LC viewer and you have watched me on air, you've watched our other hosts on air, use this space as the space to get to know your hosts, as the space to get to know the company, to get to know the products, because you are the co-host of these live shows. We don't have a co-host. There's only one of us here in the live streaming space. So do you know what that means? That means we depend on you. Ask questions. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments. If you love a piece, if you're like, ooh, can I see that again? If you can only hang out for a little while and there's something that you've been waiting for that I've been talking about. I mean, in our last show, we had someone who really wanted to see the pair. We had a full 2 hours of lab diamonds. Go back and watch that show. They really wanted to see the pair diamond ring that we had. And we're getting towards the end of the show. We hadn't made it to it. I had about 5 rings left. And I said, hey, DJ, can we go ahead and bring that pair out? Because I knew somebody wanted to see the pair. So we have the flexibility to bring out what you're looking for. And take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that we can tailor this show to you. We have our items we need to get to, but other than that, our structure we're easy breezy, okay? We're a little bit flexible over here. We can do this, we can do that. So take advantage of that. Use that to your advantage to see the items you want to see, to ask the questions you want to ask. Because I'll tell you, we do have, of course, the write-in ability on our television platform, but it's not... we don't have as much wiggle room because we are on a time crunch. So oftentimes a comment might come in, and I hope nobody's ever offended when I'm on air if you write in a comment and I don't get to it, because when we're on the television side, we have a producer in our ear. We have a strict time crunch. We have goals that we have to hit. And so if our producer's like, we got to go, we might miss a question. You might be saying, Lauren, can you show me the clasp? We've moved on. I finally see the message. The bracelet's long gone. If you're looking today and you ask that, I can be showing the ring and go, oh, you want to see the clasp? Yeah, let me grab the bracelet because I have all the pieces right here with me. So that's a really great part of the live stream. So take advantage of that. Now, while we're talking about the live stream specifically, let's talk about how you shop. It is so easy breezy shopping. You're going to use the comment feature. So just like I was saying, get social, ask questions. That's the same way you shop. So, you're kind of warming your fingers up to do some typing to say, ooh, shop 1, shop 2. That's how you do it, okay? So if you like something, the item number will appear up in the top of your screen right there. And then from there, I will also make sure to note the item before we move on. Ooh, this was item 1. And so you will comment shop with the item number, preferably no spaces, just to make sure that we actually trigger that notification to your phone. So if you love the first item, shop 1. What that's going to do, it's not an instant purchase. You're not obligated to buy. So don't hold back and go, oh, I'm not going to press that because I don't want it to charge my card. I'm still deciding. Utilize that as a feature to make a wish list, a shopping list, if you will, of items that you love. And then at the end of the show, if you would like to purchase, you can make your purchasing decision. Because what happens is when you comment shop 1, we actually send you a link to that product. So then you can go purchase. If it's a ring, you can pick your ring size, and then you'll add that to your cart. You'll check out. And while you're checking out, you have the option to add a coupon code Well, guess what? When you're shopping with us in the live stream, we have an exclusive coupon code. That code is LIVE, LIVE 25. So that will get you 25% off anything that you purchase in today's show for 48 hours. You have 48 hours to make that decision. Of course, there are always, different coupon codes and specials going on the website, but you're going to get the best pricing when you're shopping with us here in the live stream or on air. But when you can apply that extra 25% off, that's a really sweet little bonus. You also get complimentary shipping when shopping on the live stream on all orders $49.99 or more. So we really do want to incentivize you to shop with us here in our live stream space. It's the place to be, friends, okay? It is the place to be. So continue shopping with us, continue hanging out with us. I want this to be the most fun, engaging platform in all of Shop LC. Truly, I do. You're probably seeing lots of new faces. We have had some new hosts enter the villa. I don't even watch Love Island, but I know that it's all the rage. So that was my little one-off joke. We had some fun new hosts joining us. We have Emily and Danielle. I guess they're not new anymore. I don't know. How long have they been with us, DJ? 6 months? Longer?
I don't think it's been that long.
Okay. Maybe not.
I'm saying more like maybe 3.
Okay, 3 months or so. We've had Marissa joining us. She's been here a couple of months. So you're seeing a lot of new fresh faces in the live stream, which is really exciting. And we're kind of changing up the atmosphere. So you're going to see different faces here than you might see on the TV space. I know myself, Becky, Jessica, we'll be doing both. But it's just, and Danielle as well. But it's just really nice to have some fresh energy. We got a new live stream manager as well. So as you've noticed, our set has been amped up. We are looking fresh. We're looking modern. And we look like a store you want to walk into. Really, we do. So enjoy your time shopping with us. I see we have RSJC joining us. Welcome into our Shop LC live stream. We had Yelko. Hey guys, I'm glad y'all are tuning in. I feel like we just about covered everything. We are doing 2 hours of Peridot. Final thing I want to touch on is Budget Pay. Budget Pay is one of my favorite resources here at Shop LC. It allows you to portion out your payment. So what we do is it's not a Shop LC credit card. It's not a line of credit. So we're not going to have you input all your credit information. There's not an application process. I know so many times when I'm shopping online, and I don't shop online a ton. I do actually like to walk in stores. But when I do shop online, at the end, right, when you go to check out, a lot of times it will say, ooh, you can pay as little as this each month for this item. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me check that out. And then it like moves me to a whole nother website. And then it's like, okay, insert your information. I'm like, okay, no, I know what this is. I don't want you doing a credit check. And then it's going to be more. It's going to have interest. I'm like, no, I'm good. So that is not what Budget Pay is. You don't have to jump through any hoops to utilize Budget Pay. It is easy. There is no interest. There's no like setup fee, right? So really simple. When you go to get a gym membership and it's like a really great deal, but then there's a setup fee, or if you decide to cancel, there's like a cancellation fee. And then you're like, well, was it even a good deal? Because now I've paid all these additional fees, and my monthly rate, if I broke that up, I'm actually paying quite a bit more. So that's what I like to kind of think about Budget Pay is there's no little convenience fees or setup fees. So it's a really nice tool. I know I utilize it on every single item I've ever purchased here at Shop LC because I just think it's smart and it's easy. All right, let's get into it. I think that covers everything. Coupon code, complimentary shipping, Budget Pay, what Shop LC is. All right, it's time to get into Peridot. So Peridot is the August birthstone, one of the August birthstones, actually. The second August birthstone is, why am I blanking? Spinel. Spinel is actually the second August birthstone. I think it was introduced in 2017 or so. So it's like the secondary August birthstone. A lot of months have gotten a secondary August birthstone. But the traditional August birthstone is Peridot, which is this bright, vibrant green gemstone. It really is this lime green. It is this lime, lush, tropical green. And when you're seeing Peridot that is not lime, lush, tropical green, you are not looking at quality Peridot. So look for quality Peridot. And something really interesting that I saw yesterday, or that Cheryl was kind of explaining to everyone yesterday, is a lot of things Peridot, when you look under a loop or a jeweler's tool, you'll see this little lily pad kind of inclusion look inside it. Something really neat and special. So I had never seen that before. Very excited to kind of know a little bit more about Peridot. And also, when you see this swampy color, this very like dull light colored Peridot, that's not quality Peridot. That's not what you're going to want to get. So kicking it off, we have this gorgeous ring. This is actually Habai. I think it's Habai Peridot is how Cheryl was pronouncing it. This is Peridot out of China, and this is actually one of the most sought after Peridot sources on the market right now. So this will be our first piece. It is Habai Peridot. It's a gorgeous cushion cut as your center stone, surrounded by moissanite. Now we are calling this the lime blossom, which makes sense, right? Because again, we are looking for that lime green every single time. And if you're not getting that lime green color, then you're kind of missing the mark on your Peridot. And I feel like this perfectly showcases that gorgeous lime green color. Take a peek there behind me. There's your ring up close. I love the way we've redesigned our set, because with our new set design, you can really see that screen, which means you're getting a really large image of each of these items. Previously, we had to put the item right up in your face, and I still try to give you a close-up, but you got to remember, on the live stream, we are working with smartphones, and those smartphones have incredible cameras and technology. We're talking about jewelry with little intricate details, and sometimes it just doesn't quite portray through the screen. So beautiful design here in the overall halo of this ring. You have your cushion cut Peridot. We'll get into the measurements in a moment, but I do want to point out the size range. We're going from size 5 all the way up through size 10. So we've got a really nice size range on this one, which is kind of amazing because we did this yesterday on the TV side. I almost feel like we must have gotten some sizes back. That's a 7 by 7 millimeter cushion cut with over 1.5 carats, 155. 1 carat 55 points on that cushion cut Peridot. And then you've got the additional moissanite, which we've mixed in both round and baguette cut moissanite, which I love. It's just a scattering. It's almost like we threw the moissanite in and let them fall where they may. And that's kind of what you see here, is this scattering of moissanite surrounding your Peridot stone. You then have this really unique detail. It's a split band, but it's a very petite split band. So you just see this teeny tiny V right there next to your moissanite, but it doesn't carry all the way down the sides of the band. Oftentimes with a split band, right, it would go like to here. It would kind of be elongated, but it's just this petite V on your split band. So it's this little detail that's more subtle, right, but it adds just that sweet little detail, that thought out detail. And that's the thing about Shop LC, is if it's your first time tuning in, maybe you're a jewelry fanatic, you stumbled upon us and you're going, this seems kind of strange. I don't understand. They're selling this on social media. Is this a gimmick? Is it a scam? Is this costume jewelry? Is this replica? Is it lookalike? No. The way we're able to do what we're doing for you today is we are actually the manufacturer of most of our products. So we design our jewelry, we manufacture our jewelry, we source the stones, we manufacture pieces, and we bring them straight to you. So before we became a home shopping channel, before we were ever live streaming, we were actually a manufacturer of jewelry. And so you might even own some Shop LC pieces that you purchase through department stores or other home shopping channels or big box stores even. We were selling jewelry to so many different manufacturers. And our founder thought, why don't we start selling directly to the people? Bring them the lowest price they'll ever find and cut out the middleman. And ever since then, since 2000, well, it's been 17 years. I don't know the year we started. Can't think of that off the top of my head. But for the past 17 years, we have been doing just that, bringing our items straight from us to you. And so that benefits you. You are going to get the absolute best price. You're almost getting as close to a wholesale price as you could get shopping with Shop LC, because we are bringing it straight from us to you. Now, we have some incredible jewelry designers that we work with that will do like a line for Shop LC. We oftentimes get some really great closeouts from some high-end brands, things of that nature. But anytime we do that, we always make sure that when we're negotiating, I say we, but when the team is negotiating, whether it's a closeout, whether they're talking with a new jewelry designer, we make sure that when we negotiate, the pricing matches the expectation that customers have come to know and love here at Shop LC. We want our customers to continue to see that the prices you pay here at Shop LC, we just beat out the competition. And it is because of that business model, that business plan. So here's a final peek there at your lime blossom. The entire ring, the setting of this ring is done in rhodium over sterling silver. That's going to give you a really nice high polish finish. It's going to have a mirror-like finish with the rhodium being in the platinum family. It's going to give you a really nice shine on your band. And then again, we've got the moissanite surrounding that stone. So your price today was starting at $79.99. We're going to take that coupon code, which is actually going to bring you down to $60. How many budget pays do we have, DJ? Oh, wow, 4 budget pays. Okay. So your budget pay, $15 on your budget pay to get home this gorgeous peridot ring. And I really do encourage utilizing budget pay. And I do that because, well, for multiple reasons. One, you do have a 30-day joy guarantee. So if for some reason you get it home, if you've got a 5, you realize, ooh, I actually think I need a 6, then you're not paying the full price up front, right? You're paying that $15, you're getting it home. And then if for any reason you need to send it back and reorder a 6, you're not having to wait for the refund of the full price. You just send it back. You're going to get that $15 refund plus your tax, whatnot, and then you can order the 6. I just think it makes more sense for that purpose, and also just for all of us, right? The random things that are on my to-do list that are going to cost me money this week, it's outrageous, you guys. When I first moved here, within my first week at Shop LC, the retainer, I had a permanent retainer in my mouth. DJ probably remembers this. And it broke, like my first week here. And so I had to go find an orthodontist. And they were like, okay, well, we're just going to remove this and you can buy a removable retainer. So I bought that. What do you know? The removable retainer has broken. It's a plastic retainer. I don't think they're made to last like forever, but it's like literally pulled in half. It's like cracked and it's barely hanging on. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to call the orthodontist and say, hey, is there any way I can reorder a retainer? I imagine this happens all the time for like teenagers who just got their retainers and they leave them on the lunch tray or at a restaurant or something and they have to order a new one. So I imagine they keep like your size on file and they can just reorder it, I hope. So I don't have to pay for an office visit. I just pay for the retainer itself. That's going to cost money. I have a weird sound on my car. I need to go to a mechanic. Luckily, my friend recommended someone. So going to go check on that. That's going to cost money. So we just have these random life expenses, right? The pop up when you're like, please, I just want a month where I don't have expenses, random expenses, and I can just pay my bills. But these random expenses pop up and it's nice to have extra money on hand, right? It's nice to have that little extra wiggle room on your credit limit or, you know, extra money in your checking account because, I mean, I'm thinking about my car in particular. I'm going to go to a one-off, not a one-off, but I'm going to go to an individual that my friend recommended. And so that's not something I can put on like a credit. It's going to be cash. So when I got my check, I was like, oh, let me set something aside for this. So it's just always nice to have that little bit of wiggle room when something big comes up. Miss Pat Perkins wrote super glue. I possibly could, but I want it to be nice and tight because I want it to keep my teeth where they need to be. So I would hate to super glue it and it's even the slightest bit off. I'll just order another one. Maybe I'll super glue that one and keep it as a backup, an emergency backup one. I won't throw it away. That's a good idea to keep that one, but I want it to be tight because I want my teeth to stay in their spot. And I feel like since it's been loosening with that little crack, my teeth have been moving more. Okay, friends, final call on this gorgeous peridot ring. That is the start of our show. Your price today, $15 on budget pay. That will be shop 1. And I went on that little tangent about expenses just because I feel like it is important to think about those things, right? When we're shopping, oftentimes we don't know what could come up. And that's why I encourage budget pay because you're not fronting as much money. And so when those little life things do come up, you have more wiggle room to take care of those things. And our motto here is delivering joy, and I really stand by that. I don't want to put you in a bind. I don't want to put you in a pinch. I want you to be able to, have that feasibility and wiggle room. Now we have the corresponding pendant. So excited for this. I believe yesterday we didn't have so this is a direct match. I was just making sure the size is a direct match. So that's going to be your 7mm peridot. On our pendant, you've actually got a chain included. So your 20-inch rhodium over sterling silver chain This will come included with your pendant. And again, the entire pendant, just like with the ring, will be done in rhodium over sterling silver. So you see that right there on the neckline. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That lime green color. I was saying this yesterday in the show, but I was just thinking, that lime green is a color that I feel like throughout the winter months when it's kind of dreary and it's cold, you put on Peridot and it's just kind of give you some life, give you some excitement, right? Give you that color of life, vibrancy. These are called lime blossom. This is the lime blossom line between the ring and the pendant. So just that blossoming feeling, right? Like when we are in the cold, dreary months of winter, we want that bright, vibrant color. It's going to put a smile on your face. It's going to even put a smile on the faces of the people around you when they see that bright, vibrant color. So yeah, I don't know. I just think Peridot is such an exciting stone. Don't let it only be for the August babies out there. I know it's their birthstone, but if you love green and if you love something vibrant, something fun, like electric, Peridot is such a great gemstone for you. So here's the pendant, direct match. These pieces are really great pieces to dip your toes in with Peridot if you don't own Peridot yet, because one, really great price point, right? We're at $60 after the coupon code for either the ring or the pendant. And here's that matching. There's that matching ring. So really great matching set as well. We had the knot set in our lab diamonds, and I was saying what a great easy to wear piece. And I believe Peridot, I want to say it's an 8 or a 9 on the hardness scale. I think 8. So 8 or 8.5. So that means this is easy to wear jewelry. This is jewelry that you can wear day after day after day, and it's going to have that durability, right? So if you wanted that everyday wear set, maybe green is your favorite color, maybe it's your sports team's color, maybe it's your kid's school color, and you want to incorporate green into your wardrobe, Peridot is a great gemstone to do just that. And again, at these price points, you can introduce it into your collection, right? If it's a gemstone you don't yet own, you probably don't want to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars to incorporate it into your jewelry box, but $60 with a $15 budget pay, yes, I'm pretty sure you can manage that one. Not that you have to, but if you want to, right? Okay, so shop 1 on our gorgeous ring, shop 2 on the corresponding pendant. And again, the chain's included. So if you do have a friend, a family member, someone in your life that you care about who has a birthday in August, you can actually gift them their birthstone for $60. And gifting, hey, pendants are perfect for gifting because there's no size on a pendant. All right, shop 2 for your pendant. We are going to continue on. We've got 2 bracelets. We've got 2 beaded necklaces as well. Ooh, we have a friend we've got lots of people tuning in. Yes, John, all about the green. Oh yeah, we are all about the green today with our Peridot show. Talk about all about the green. Look at this. Whoa. Green royalty right there with this gorgeous cocktail ring. I don't know if that one's coming up. Is it coming up, DJ?
Which one?
I was just putting that on my hand, and then it was the next one. Ah, okay, yay. I did not realize that was next. I was literally just picking up the biggest piece because when John said all about the green, I was like, oh yeah, all about the green. I will show you green. EV, are you still not shipping to Puerto Rico? I don't know. DJ, are we shipping to Puerto Rico?
I have no idea.
Okay, we don't know. We can put up the personal shopper number for you, and then you can contact the personal shoppers, and they will be the best resource because, and Evie, thank you so much for all that you've purchased from us here at Shop LC. I'm sorry that I don't have a clear answer for you, and hopefully our team of personal shoppers can help. I am not super familiar with our shipping and where we ship. So here's that personal shopper number, and you can either take a screenshot if you're on your phone. You can write that down. That number is 888-835-2237. Take a quick screenshot, jot that down. And those personal shoppers can help you with that. Hopefully they can answer your question. And hey, if you are in Puerto Rico and you're tuning in and you're with Evie and you're like, hey, I've been buying things from you guys, please ship to Puerto Rico. Y'all keep putting that in because I will tell you, Shop LC, they really listen to the consumers. I mean, I've seen products made that were consumers like saying, hey, can y'all do this? I mean, the fact that we sell chains with our high-end gold pieces now. We used to not. Most of our pendants that were done in gold were standalone. You couldn't get them with a chain included. I remembered being the leader, the host in the focus group where people were like, we want to buy the chain with the pendant. Can you give us an option to do that? And now majority of our gold pendants actually come with the chain included. So we really do take customer feedback seriously. So Evie, continue writing in, continue letting the team know that you would like shipping to Puerto Rico. And if anyone else out there lives in Puerto Rico and is in the same predicament, let the team know, truly, because they do listen. All right, this might be, let me double check before I speak. This is, well, okay. This is one of two of the largest pieces of the show. And I say that because we actually have a corresponding pendant that will be following this ring. But this is the largest ring of this show. Can anyone guess the carat weight of Peridot in this ring? I'll give you an up close. Guess the carat weight. Sizing available in this. I'm going to give you all a few minutes before I mention the carat weight. Sizing available, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is your sizing in the Peridot. This one will be done in an 18 karat gold vermeil. So that is a major amount of gold on top of 925 sterling silver. Now this is this gorgeous floral display. Okay, it is just a blooming flower of Peridot. And as you look behind me, you'll see you've got this massive oval right there in the center, then surrounded by the petals of the flowers, right, which are our additional ovals. But at first glance, you almost think that those ovals are pear-shaped. So because we have the prong setting where the prong is actually right there on the tip of that gemstone. So it almost gives the illusion of a pear shape, which I really love because that kind of enhances the look of floral like the petals of a flower. Okay, we had one guest come in, Miss Pat. She guessed 10 carats on this Peridot. So we have no accent stones. That's all Peridot, baby. All Peridot in that piece. We are at 8.7. So I would be with Miss Pat. I would say this presents much larger, and that's due to all the ovals. It just, for some reason, and Chris kind of always mentions that, and it's something that stuck with me too, is ovals for some reason. I think because they're elongated, the carat weight appears always to be larger. If it's 1 carat, it looks like it's 1.5 carats. If it's 2, it looks like, 2.5, 3. It always presents larger. So we are at 8.7 carats on this ring. Absolutely exquisite. Now that center stone, slightly larger. And then you have the additional, let's see, 8 additional ovals surrounding that stone in that floral bloom design. These are stunning, you guys. Now, the center stone, oh wait, we do have pears in this. Now wonder, I feel like there's an illusion going on because there are pears in this ring. Okay, so I was telling y'all it kind of looks like there's some pears in there. There are. So the bottom 3 are ovals. The top 3 are ovals. The side petals are pear shapes. Who thinks of these things? Truly, when I look at the designs that we have, I think to myself, our design team is amazing in the fact that they thought of something like that, of incorporating what could have just been ovals all the way around. Keep it simple on yourself, right? But no, they incorporate these 2 pairs on the sides, which just give you this really dynamic look. It's little details like that that make your jewelry stand apart. It makes your jewelry different, unique. It looks custom made. It looks like it was made for your hand. How cool is that? So pricing on this, we're starting at $139.99. Applying that coupon code, we're bringing it down to $105. $105 on this one. And then how many budget pays did we have, DJ?
5.
Ooh, nice. Okay. 5 budget pays. That brings you to $21. $21 to get this home. Look at how big and bold that is. Take that in for a minute. How gorgeous is that? And we've only just begun because guess what? We have the corresponding pendant coming up next. All right, big bold, shop 3. We're continuing on that big bold train, however, because we have the pendant coming up right now. The corresponding pendant. Now, this one will come with your chain included. That's going to be your 18 karat gold vermeil chain, 20 inches in length. You have a lobster claw closure there on the back. This one's going to be ever so slightly smaller. This is actually getting you at 7.7 carats of peridot, so about a carat less of your peridot, but you're getting the chain included. And then I got to point out on the bail, I'll point something out to you guys momentarily here, but you've got this really sweet detail. And actually, I should have pointed out on the ring, you've got a split band on the ring, which again is a detail that we didn't necessarily need to do because you don't even really, the ring is finger to finger. So the band is barely noticeable. It's in between the fingers, but they did that split band, which just gives it a little bit of an elevated look with that split band. And yeah, Miss Pat, you're totally right. It does have almost that dome-like appearance. And I'll show you the under gallery. You do have some nice structure under there, creating a little bit of that dome up on the finger. And then here is your pendant. That's going to be nice and flat to the neckline. And that same thing we saw with the band, you're now seeing on the bail. So take a peek behind me at that screen. You're seeing that split band. So that split band moving up the neckline right there toward your bail. And what I love about this, I'm just going to show y'all now. So I like to present everything pretty much on a open neckline. That's just kind of that's the way we like to do things here at Shop LC, but also just I've noticed personally that the jewelry presents better on the skin on an open neckline. But this is so big, it's so bold, it has such a presence that I can put this on top of my blouse and it still catches attention. It's still striking. That's when you know you have a bold piece. That's when you know you have an eye-catching, show-stopping piece. Now I'm going to pull this back up onto the neckline. Oh great, grabbing the wrong chain. There you go. Look at that. Now, I'll measure the ring for you right quick. We can do some little comparison. Top to bottom on the ring, you're at 1 inch. Okay? And here's one more glance at the ring. And then let's measure the pendant. Because remember, the pendant is slightly smaller in carat weight, but I actually don't know that it's any smaller in appearance. I actually don't think it is. Let's see. Oh, you know what? And y'all won't be able to notice this. That center stone is ever so slightly smaller, but the actual pendant itself really isn't. So I'm going to measure that top to bottom. Okay, bail to base is going to be your inch. And that bail is gorgeous, right? Because it has that little split right there. And as you saw on the screen, just that slight little split. It's really faint. It was almost like with the first ring, it's not this like split band that goes all the way down the sides. It's just this very subtle band or subtle split in the band that's just kind of like unexpected, I guess is the best word. So price point is going to match. We're going to match the pricing that we saw on the ring with the pendant. So $21 on your budget pay, and that's going to be $105 in total. So if you can do both, that's $42. $42 to get home a gorgeous set in peridot. $21 if you just want to dip your toes in, get one of these pieces, introduce peridot into your jewelry lineup, into your wardrobe. I mean, I'm wearing red and like a pinkish purple, and I feel like the peridot goes beautifully. So, I mean, you don't have to have a ton of green in your wardrobe to rock peridot. Peridot is going to be something that you can wear over and over again with this color, with that color. I mean, it's going to be, that's kind of why I wore such bright colors, is because peridot is such a bright gemstone that it goes really well with all of the bright colors. But then also, it's going to add that brightness and that life to some of our more muted colors or some of our more neutrals, right? Imagine wearing this. Ooh, I just got a really good idea. I have a camel color turtleneck. Imagine wearing like a camel color turtleneck and then bam, peridot. That would completely change the look with adding the peridot. It would take it from kind of like this cozy little look to Whoa, like a show-stopping look. All right, this will be shop 4 on our big bold pendant. Like I said, those are the 2 largest pieces of the show. If you like big, if you like bold, if you like statement jewelry, those are the pieces to get. That ring, that pendant. We've got a lot of Peridot. We truly do. But those are that's the only cocktail ring and the only cocktail necklace. So if you were wanting that cocktail styling, we don't have any cluster options. So like that almost cluster-like styling, which I wouldn't really call it a cluster because the stones are so large and the carat weights are so large. I would definitely call it more of a cocktail ring, like weddings, holiday parties. Hello. Endless opportunities. But again, Peridot is very wearable. So it can be a very wearable gemstone as well when it comes to, just the durability of that stone. All right, shop 4 for our big, bold pendant. Ooh, Miss Pat Perkins, she's in on the ring. Shop 3. Yes, shop 3 for the ring. Miss Pat did say that was her birthstone. August, baby. You can own your own birthstone, which is pretty special. And then shop 4 for the pendant. All right, friends, we're going to continue on. John in the house said it's like Annie. I don't know if it's Annie or Ann Rice's emerald. I don't even know of that ring, so I'm going to have to look that up after the show and see. Ooh, I love it when we get you guys engaging in the chat. Please do join the chat. We've got Miss Pat, we've got John in the chat. Join in, chit chat with us. We love getting to know you. This is a one-man band. It's really not a one-man band because if it was a one-man band, you wouldn't have a live stream because I would not know how to do any of the things that DJ does behind the scenes. We wouldn't have our gorgeous hand-painted wall behind us in the studio because I don't have patience or talent to do painting. So it's really not a one-man band. We've got an incredible team, but up here in front of the camera, it's a one-man band making this show happen. So I love it when you guys comment and chat with us because it makes the show fun for everyone. Now, here is big and bold in a different way. Gorgeous, right? Now, this one has a massive central stone. You've got moissanite here as your accent stone. So that's the second time we've seen moissanite utilized with Peridot. And I really love that combination because I feel like it's allowing us to get you a lot of Peridot at a fraction of the price. Because with you utilizing the moissanite instead of, let's say, diamonds, we are bringing the price down for you. And that's something you'll notice with Shop LC because we do have Peridot coming up in gold with diamonds. But we like to swap out our materials because that allows us to bring price points for every buyer out there. And that's the ultimate goal is we want there to be someone for everyone, something for every someone out there who's looking to shop with us today. Sizing on this piece is going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That will be your size range. DJ, can we scroll down? Let's see the size on this big old Peridot. It's big, y'all. This oval is big. It's bold. Now, still not as big as that other piece, right? Because that overall had a huge carat weight. Ooh, holy mackerel, y'all. That center stone is 3 3/4 carats. 3 3/4 carats on your central oval. That is a 11 by 9 millimeter stone. And then you've got the moissanite. And I want to walk you through how the moissanite is structured on this ring. It's a really beautiful design that doesn't take away from the stunning Peridot. It just enhances it perfectly. We've utilized different shapes of moissanite. And we've done it it's not a traditional halo. It's just a really delicate way to place in some moissanite and enhance what we're seeing with our Peridot. So again, you've got that 3 3/4 carat Peridot. Then on the outer edges, you've got a pear-shaped moissanite and 2 petite rounds. So they're just kind of leading you outward, leading you towards the band of the ring without, like this is the type of Peridot, the quality, the color that you're seeing, that lime green appearance that could easily be a standalone solitaire. It would be gorgeous. So you never want the accent stones to take away from it. You want the accent stones to do exactly that, accentuate the center stone, okay? Here's another peek of that on the hand. Now again, this one is done in 18 karat yellow gold vermeil. $135. $135 after your coupon code LIVE25. How many budget pays do we have, DJ? 5?
Yes.
5 budget pays, which brings you to $27 to get this home. What a steal, you guys. $27 and you own this. And you know what was great? Someone wrote in the other day, yesterday, and she was saying, I don't know of any jeweler, and I don't either, and you probably don't either, where you can go get a piece of jewelry, pay a fraction of the price, wear the jewelry, enjoy the jewelry while you're paying it out over time, right? When we think about budget pay, the closest thing I can think to budget pay is like layaway or making payments on something. But when you have something on layaway, which I don't even know that anybody does anymore, I feel like TJ's and Marshall's, they were doing layaway. I almost feel like they're not, I don't think they're doing it anymore. I haven't seen their layaway department anymore. I think that's done. Walmart might do layaway. I don't know. But this is not old-fashioned layaway. This is budget pay. And that means you get to wear and enjoy your jewelry as you pay it off. Okay? That's epic. That's awesome. That is the way we all want to shop. I wish I could order my clothes and say, okay, this is a $30 dress. I'm going to pay $10 this month and get to wear it in the meantime and pay it off over time. It doesn't happen. I mean, we can use our credit cards, but that collects interest. So it's still not the same. Nothing out there is quite like budget pay. I just adore it. All right. Final call on this ring. This will be shop 5. Now, remember, you guys, as we go through the show and you're falling in love piece by piece, comment, and make sure you get that in your inbox, because the show's going to end and you'll be like, whoa, I just saw a lot of Peridot and I'm not quite sure which one I liked the most. And you're going to want to go back to those favorites and you'll be like, was it this one? Was it that one? I don't know. So I just encourage you guys, take some time to go ahead and just add these things to your wish list, as I say. And you can actually create a wish list on Shop LC. If you didn't know that, up at the top, you can actually add things to your wish list. So if you're someone who shops this frequently and, you can't buy everything at once, I understand. I have so many things that I've taken screenshots of on my phone. That's my wish list, is I screenshot something when I like it. The other day, we were literally in our pre-show meeting and someone was like, we were selling some headbands. And I was like, oh, I'm the queen of headbands. I love headbands. I wear headbands all the time. And our producer was like, I've never seen you in a headband. I'm like, well, I wear them all the time. And he's like, hey, show me a picture of you in a headband. I'm scrolling. He's like, yeah, you don't have it. I'm like, no, I screenshot everything. It's like screenshot of a towel, screenshot of this, screenshot of that. I need to just go through because half those things I either already bought or I'm not going to buy. Okay. Who likes corresponding sets? Raise your hand. I do. You know what? I never had as much appreciation for corresponding sets as I have had since we did our interview with Gaia. If y'all were tuning into the live stream, I wish we hadn't lost track, DJ, because we had so much fun with our 100th show.
Oh, yeah.
We should have kept track to the 200th. And now we lost all of our old live streams. Dang it. We're probably far beyond 200 at this point.
Maybe.
I mean, I kind of slowed down on the amount I was doing. But that was pretty quick. Or not quick. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember when we had our 100th live stream.
It was definitely sometime last year.
It was last year. So we probably are at...
I think we're more like, I would say, like 185 or something like that. I don't think we're there yet.
That could be. Because we got to 100 quickly because sometimes I was doing like 5 days a week.
Exactly.
So we were shooting to the moon like really quick. So yeah, probably. Okay. I don't know why that came to me all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. Oh, thinking about Gaia's interview episode. And Gaia was saying that in Italy, women, they don't really feel complete unless they're wearing a set of jewelry. It's kind of like the last thing they put on, and they very much so like matching sets. And I never really thought too much of wearing matching sets. I was just kind of like, okay, I have this and I have that, and I still do. I still mix and match my jewelry left and right. But there is a really nice, well put together feeling when you're wearing a matching set of jewelry. And so I've taken that from Guy and I took it to heart. And I've really tried to incorporate matching sets of jewelry. And I always like to mention that to other people as well. So with this piece, you're getting the 20-inch chain included. Now the chain, the setting, the bail will all be done in 18 karat gold vermeil. We've got a slightly variable carat weight on this. Can we scroll down to that, DJ? Price point, we're starting at $169.99. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so same peridot weight. The slight variation is just coming from the fact that where you had 2 sets of moissanite, you now have 1 set of moissanite, okay? And that's leading you up to the bail. So you've got the gorgeous 3 3/4 carat oval in your peridot. And then moving up the bail is where we're going to see our moissanite. So again, 2 rounds and that pear. And the pear on this, the way this is done, the way the pear is just pointing upward, it is leading you straight to that bail. Oh, love it. I love the design on that because a pear, it directs the eyes, right? It leads the eyes towards that point. So pointing upward, it's just leading you up the neckline. Love the way that's designed. Starting price of this, $170. We're going to bring that coupon code in. It's going to bring you down to $127.50. And then you've got 5 budget payments. $25 to get this home on budget pay. So we're right around $50 to get the complete set. Ooh, 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 ooh. Your set of peridot. Hello, gorgeous. You know, it's one of those gemstones that I would not say, like, I am not a green gal. I don't love green tones. You know, y'all know me. I love pink. After pink, I love blue. As far as wardrobe goes, after pink, I don't even know what color I wear most after pink. Maybe black? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, after pink, it's kind of just floral and leopard print. Can those be my colors after pink? But I've really come to love peridot. And I've come to love peridot because I just feel like it has such a special color. It's just that vibrancy that is so unique and special. So consider getting some peridot, experiencing it. If you don't love it, you have a 30-day joy guarantee. So put that necklace on your neckline, walk around your house. If you don't fall in love, 30 days, easy returns. Oh, we're welcoming Isaac back into the house. Isaac, you made it. You survived your shift at work. How did the rest of the day go? He said, I almost missed an hour. Did I miss anything? You really didn't miss too much. I was talking about my retainer having broken and needing to order another one. Miss Pat suggested super gluing it, which I said, I don't know about that. I think I'm going to order another one. What else? I think that's it. I think that was the main chit chat. We talked about shipping to Puerto Rico. We had one of our Puerto Rico customers here.
Debating if you've done over 200 live streams yet.
Yes, Isaac, you might have a vote. So me and DJ, I was like, we should have kept track because we did our big 100th episode celebration. And I was like, when was that? I actually wonder when the heck that even was. It might have been the spring of 2024. Which if it was that long ago, DJ, we could be at 100.
Maybe, probably, yeah.
Or another 100.
Right, maybe.
So anyways, we were wondering because we lost track and we were like, I don't know. DJ was thinking we might be around like 180. I was thinking we might be at 200. I don't know. What do you think, Isaac? Oh, we've got a lot of chatter going on. The nanny print. Yes, leopard print. We could also call that the nanny print. Miss Cherry, the video you and DJ did was cute. Oh, that was for our New Year's Eve. Remember, DJ?
I don't.
We did that reel. You were like, it was from The Office, I think.
Oh.
I need you to be on your best behavior.
Right.
That was for our New Year's Eve. I wanted to call episode our New Year's Eve live stream that we did. That was fun. We need to do more live stream reels, I guess. More promotional reels. Okay, Isaac, I broke my glasses on my trip and fixed them with crazy glue. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying I couldn't possibly fix my retainer with crazy glue or super glue. I just don't think I'm going to do that. Like, it's possible. If I was in a bind, I would. but I think I'll just order a new one because it's going in my mouth. It's kind of important. Okay. Was it December 2023? I don't think so. I think it was the spring of 2024.
Yeah, it was definitely last year for sure.
Yeah, spring of 2024. All right, let us know y'all's votes of how many you think we've done. And in the meantime, we have the only pair of earrings in the show. And guess what? Let's have a celebration. Because, okay, I'm double checking that I didn't misquote myself here. These are not just earrings, they're hoops. And they're not just hoops, they are inside out hoops. Isaac, they deleted lots of live streams. I could have went back and counted. Well, I would not want you to go back and count through. But yes, we did. When we got our new system, we cleared out the old lives. So we will never know. If I went through my day planner, I could probably get a good estimate. But there's been some last minute ones here and there. But that would give me a good estimate. Okay, look at these. I am in love. Now, I adore hoops. Y'all know me. I'm a hoop girl. I know everyone says the term hoopaholic. Well, I don't know. I don't love that. I'm trying to think of something else we could call our hoop fans. I think it's just hoop fans, right? Hoop girls. I think hoop girl is cute. I'm a hoop girl. You know, we have our ladies who love their studs. They want something no muss, no fuss. It's not going to get caught in anything. We have people who love dangling chandelier style earrings. And then we have our hoop girls, okay? Hoop girls. There's just something about wearing a hoop, right? You hold your head up a little bit higher. You've got a little bit more sass. You've got a little bit more movement in your walk. It just boosts your confidence. I've told y'all before, there are so many times I go to put on my outfit. And you know when you have an outfit in your head, you're like, okay, I'm going to wear this shirt with this skirt with these shoes. And then you put it on and you're like, that isn't the way I pictured it in my head. That happens to me. And then you go and you put on a pair of hoops and you're like, whoa, that just pulled my whole outfit together, okay? It pulls the look together. It just gives you this like very feminine look when you put in a pair of hoops. And so I absolutely love hoops. I have so many hoops in my jewelry collection. Now, the beauty of an inside out hoop is that when you're sitting across from someone, just like us right now, we're sitting across from each other. It's like we're sitting down having a coffee. When you're sitting across from someone, when you are having a coffee, when you're at dinner, guess what? All they are seeing is not one, but 2 layers of gemstones. And to me, that's such a huge deal, right? Maximizing our surface area, maximizing the amount of sparkle, maximizing just the overall display of gemstones. Because for me, and you know, there are going to be different hoops for different people. Because for me, a traditional hoop, if the stones went all the way around the back, the stones on the back are kind of like, they're not really serving a purpose for me because I wear my hair down, I'd say 90% of the time. Now, if I'm just at home or in between shows and I'm just like doing nothing, my hair is probably in a bun. It's in a messy bun in a clip. But if I'm doing anything, if I'm going to dinner, if I'm going to church, if I'm going to the movies, actually I might wear my hair in a clip to the movies if it's hot out, but 90% of the time my hair is down. And so the back of those hoops will never get seen. And so I love the idea of an inside out hoop. I love that we're maximizing the surface area. I love that we're really showcasing as many gemstones as possible within our inside out hoops. I think it's just a really smart idea. I always say I would love to give a hug to the person who created the inside out hoop. Now I'm going to measure this one for you guys in diameter. So interior diameter. So full diameter, including kind of the outward gemstones, we're looking at 1 inch. 1 inch hoops, which I love a 1 inch hoop. I would say 1 inch hoop is for our hoop fans. Okay, you can start with like a 3/4 inch if you haven't worn hoops before. Okay, I love this. Everyone's over here doing their research. Oh, okay. Isaac went and made an extra $10 when he went back on his shift. He's saying he can count up to 200. Or are you saying you physically can count up to 200? I don't know. High-priced hoopers. Okay, I like that one. Miss Pat's doing research. She said 100 was in March of 2024. How did you figure that out? I'm guessing Instagram. March of 2024. Okay, so we're about a year and We're about a year and 6 months, so it's possible. All right, our hoops are getting a total of 7.6 carats, so that's bringing you to 3.8 carats per ear. So just under 4 carats per ear on these hoops. And they really are. I mean, even if I have my hair in the front, right, you still notice the hoop. They don't get lost in the hair. They're not going to get stuck in the hair. You still notice those. They're still noticeable. They're striking. And that color is just so vibrant, right? There's something so special about that color of Peridot. So $119 is going to be your start price. We're going to add that coupon code. That's going to bring us down to $90, and then you've got 4 budget payments. Y'all, we're at under $100 for inside out hoops, 7.6 carats of Peridot. Okay, a genuine earth mined gemstone, not color treated. There is no treatment to these stones. Every single Peridot that you see today, that is the color that this stone was obtained from the earth in. It's incredible. Budget pay, $22.50. You can get these home for $22.50. These would make a great gift too. You're at under 100. So, like I said earlier in the first show, there's kind of different, I hate to say this, but there's different tiers of people in your life. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, they're in the like $100 gift bracket. They're in like the $50 gift bracket. They're in like the $25 gift bracket, just depending on like how close you are to someone. There's those different levels of how much you might spend on a gift for them. So those would be a nice gift for someone with a Peridot birthstone in your life, or just a sweet little treat for anyone who loves the color green, or, just kind of gravitates to that color. Isaac, yes, Lexi is a Peridot birthstone. Her birthday is in August. She's a Peridot baby, Peridot birthstone. I can't wait for you to tell us how much she likes that bag that you got her, that hand-painted bag with the dog on it. I know she's going to be so excited. Y'all are cracking me up. Miss Pat, hello. Yes. The 100 live stream was in March of 2034, we're now saying, right? I know you meant 2024. Yeah, right? There's tiers. Isaac said his mom gets 200. So there are these little brackets that we're in when it comes to how much we're going to spend on someone's gift. So I know, probably sounds goofy too. Well, I think most of us can relate to that, Okay, so these will be shop 7. Shop 7 for our hoops. Ooh, lucky number 7. These are going to be your lucky hoops. Hoops will be like your good luck charm, because when you have confidence, good things come your way. You bring it in with your confidence, right? Your confidence, just things gravitate to you when you're confident, when your head is held high, when you're walking through a room like, yeah, I got this. Nothing can get you down. Okay, we will continue on because we've got a lot of Peridot to get to. So many gorgeous pieces, you guys. We've got about an hour left in the show. If anyone new is tuning in, welcome to Shop LC. My name is Lauren. I am one of your hosts here at Shop LC. I am lucky because I get to hang out with you guys both in our live stream studio and on our live television broadcast. So you're actually going to see me on our live television broadcast in about 5 hours or so, 6 hours or so. So get excited for that. I'll be on with Sean Wilsey from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Back to the overnight. I haven't been on an overnight in, I don't know, about 2 months or so. So as crazy as it sounds, I am very much so looking forward to my overnight shift. What's the thing? You don't really seem to go. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Mostly just because I really love our overnight crew. I don't love the sleeping schedule, but we have a really nice team in the overnights. Okay. Now, we had this one yesterday as well. This is part of, y'all ready for this? Our GP collection. So this is designed by Gaia Perez, and it's actually a family legacy. We have a nice little card here, and each one of your Gaia Perez pieces will come with this little GP card, and Gaia is carrying on her family legacy of jewelry design, and we are so honored to have Gaia's pieces here at Shop LC. Now, I want you to take a peek at this. You have inside that card a picture of Gaia and her dad, and exciting, Gaia, we will be doing a live show, myself and Gaia, from Italy in September. I believe that is September. Let me check the date. Get y'all a date for that. That will be on September 7th. September 7th, Gaia and I will be live from Italy for, I believe, a 3-hour show, bringing you GP collection pieces right there from Italy. So that is super exciting. Cannot wait. Gaia is just a beautiful soul, a warm human being. If any of you saw the interview we did with Gaia here on the live stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She is truly special. Okay, so this is designed with Gaia, and within your card it will say, with your Giuseppe Perez family legacy piece, you brought magic and creativity into your life. Here's to endless moments of Italian magic, style, and inspiration. So this is an Art Deco style piece. It's from her Royal Art Deco collection. And I want to point out some design elements that I was mentioning to everyone yesterday when we had this on air. Now, you will have a double safety insert tab closure. So I'm going to slip this on the wrist before we get into those details as I was mentioning. There you go. Okay. Let's take, whoa, hold on guys. Okay, sorry. Woo! I have a crazy itch in the back of my throat. I don't know where it came from. Okay, so we have our pear-shaped peridot. Those are moving around the wrist. But in between each pear-shaped peridot, we've done a really unique combination of stones. So all of these additional gemstones, these are going to be white topaz. But what is so unique about them is the way they're placed, the structure, right? It almost looks like you have this interesting like arrowhead in between each of those stones. It's very unique. Okay, we've got our whole crew over here. Isaac, March 17th. Okay, thank you, Isaac. Isaac did the research. Isaac did the research. March 17th is the day that we did our 100th show. Miss Pat Perkins, same as last year. Okay, so last year, I don't know who went last year to Italy, but I guess they did do a live show with Gaia from Italy. So yeah, we'll be doing a live show with Gaia, a 3-hour show. I'm not getting sick. I literally just had like, you know when you get a random little itch and you're like, ugh, where did that come from? Okay, so let's take a peek at the design because it is so unique. So in between each oval, you have a marquee, or not a marquee, I'm sorry. You have a baguette. Yes, you have a baguette. And then 2 petite rounds. So that's what gives you this really interesting shape. It almost looks like one stone in between each one of those. It's like this pole or this stake in between each one. But those are actually 3 stones. And just the way they're placed, it creates this really unique look all the way around the wrist. I can't get over it, you guys. I know, I'm so goofy and I get so giddy over silly things, but still, creates a really unique look on the wrist. So you got those 2 petite rounds, you got that baguette right there, and those mix in between each and every peridot. So really love that one. I just think it's so unique and different, and it is so Art Deco. I mean, this is the Wanda bracelet, and as soon as I set eyes on this, it's like it looks like something that has been passed down in your family. It looks like something that was your great-grandmother's. I mean, it has that Art Deco presence because it's so unique. I mean, there is just, how often do we see stones like that? Most times when you have a bracelet, everything's going to be even and smooth. So the fact that those are kind of jutting outward, which it's a GP collection piece, right? I mean, Gaia takes so much time and care into designing her pieces. She's meticulous with the designs. She's meticulous with the stones. I mean, she handpicks the stones for her pieces. And that's why oftentimes with GP pieces, they're extremely limited in quantity because she would rather make a very limited quantity piece than with quality stones than a ton of pieces and the stones aren't perfectly matched, right? That is the way Gaia does business. Now, last thing I got to point out to you guys is the hidden blue sapphire. This is a hallmark of the GP collection, and you can kind of see it right here. Okay, so you'll have this teeny tiny petite round blue sapphire, and it's so sweet because that is just a little secret. I call it the secret sapphire because it's just between the wearer and the designer. Only you know it's there. It's not on the exterior of the piece. It's not to showcase to the world. It's just for you to know that you are wearing a genuine GP collection piece. And I think that's really, really special. All right, let's get into the pricing on this one. Now, this is a GP collection piece. So this is one of our in-house designers. Now, if we time travel back to the beginning of the show, I was saying how you might be wondering, how do they do this pricing? And one of the ways that we do this pricing is we manufacture majority of our pieces. And then I mentioned that we do have designer lines like Gaia. We have Monvi, who does the Clarté line. We have Madani, who more we partnership with. But these designers, we bring in their items only if we're able to meet our Shop LC pricing. We want to bring you things. Now, of course, they might have a little bit more oomph to them, right, price-wise, because they are a designer piece. But we always want it to remain within that Shop LC standard. So your starting price on this is $250. Bring down that coupon code. It brings you to $187.50. So we're actually bringing you under $200. 5 budget payments brings you to $37.50. $37.50 for something so incredibly special on your budget. Pay under $200 to get this home. And I did want to mention we've got all 3 sizes still available. So you have the 6.5, the 7 1/4, and a quarter, and the 8-inch. So all 3 of those are available. This will be Shop 8. Shop 8. We've got 1 additional bracelet in the lineup today, and then the rest will be pendants. Oh, actually, we've got 2 additional bracelets in the lineup today. We've got a really just vast assortment of jewelry for you guys today. Miss Pat, hope your passport is updated. Yes, my passport should be good to go, I believe, until 2032 or 2031, something like that. Isaac, you swallowed a spider. Is that what they say if you have like a sudden itch, a sudden cough in your throat? That you swallowed a bug or something? I don't know. That might be a common phrase I just didn't know of. I was thinking, well, I wasn't thinking, but the other day I was getting ready. It was before my show, I think on Friday with Cheryl. I had to be here at 8. So it was quite early. I think it was 6:30, and I'd gotten up. And I sit on the floor in front of my mirror and get ready, and a bug landed on me. That's a surefire way to wake yourself up at 6:30. I feel like I was still half asleep, and suddenly I was like, ah! Scooped that thing off, ran to the bathroom, got the thing. Sorry, I'm all about preserving, but he went on a swim down the toilet because was not messing around with a little bug landing on my pajamas at 6:30 in the morning. But it woke me up better than my coffee was doing, so it had its benefit. Now we are looking at this gorgeous, the first of 2 Peridot beaded necklace. You guys, beaded jewelry is all the rage. I just want to show you what one of the pages that I shop on frequently looks like right now for like items for me. These are suggested items for me. And that pops up every time I open up this app to shop. Beaded necklaces. Now these beaded necklaces, let's see. Okay, are these gemstones? No. These are glass beads. Okay, there's a green aventurine, but for the most part, these are literally glass beads. Oh, let's see the price of those. Let's see. Let's look at a green one. I think that would make sense, right? Okay, so this is, I wish it had information. Okay, so the closure is copper. That's one thing to note. And it's green aventurine, okay, which is not the same as Peridot. So that is what is online. That is what is trending. You are getting genuine Peridot, earth mined gemstone. Every single one of these stones is genuine Peridot. When we look at beaded jewelry, we've got to remember that we are getting massive carat weights of genuine gemstones. I think sometimes we think, oh, well, you know, it's beaded jewelry, so it's not like really that gemstone, so the carat weight isn't really the same. Oh, but it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love this one. And I'm not even like I said, green is not always my color, but I feel like with this dress, I feel like just the color of this Peridot could become so versatile. Now, we are looking at 18 to 20 inches of adjustability with your Vermeil lobster claw closure. You then have graduated beads. So they ever so slightly get larger as you make it to the base of your neckline. Perfectly matched beads. Why couldn't I get that word? I don't know. It's already been a long day. That's probably why. My poor little Camry girl. I'm going to get home, snuggle up with her, and then wake up for the overnight just to be like, where are you going, Mom? Why are you leaving me? You just got back. She's going to get lots of attention tomorrow. She's going to get double mama love tomorrow. Okay, so you'll see here that slight graduation. I don't want that to distract you. So we start with our smallest beads, and as we make our way to the center of the neckline, the beads get larger. But look how they're the perfect color, right? All the way throughout. Every bead is perfectly matched. This takes so much time for our team behind the scenes. They're sitting there and they're matching each one of these so that as you make your way around the neckline, it is seamless. You can have one that's a little darker and then one that's a little lighter. It needs to be a seamless movement around the neckline. That's what this creates. That's what our team creates with our beaded jewelry. It is truly something special. So you are looking at $249.99. I am looking at $187.49. So we've already done a price drop before we've even added our coupon code. Adding in that coupon code, I did something weird. That brings us down to $140 and then 5 budget payments, $28 to get this home. I'm telling you, please take my advice on this. If you like on-trend looks, if you want beaded jewelry, get yourself a genuine gemstone beaded piece, whether it's this peridot or whether it's something different. I actually love the peridot, and I actually feel like I would find a lot of ways to mix it into my jewelry collection. Get yourself a piece of beaded gemstone jewelry rather than investing in a bunch of glass beaded necklaces. Get something quality. Get something genuine gemstone, because this is something that you will have for a very long time. Beaded jewelry is something that any age group can wear. You can layer it. Y'all saw me layer it with my everyday wear pendant. I mean, beaded jewelry has so much versatility to it. So I really just encourage you to continue with your beaded jewelry. If you collect beaded jewelry and you've got a lot of beads and they're just like what I was looking at online, right? Try to get yourself some genuine beaded jewelry and start building your collection in that way. And you might buy less for the same price, but it's quality and you're going to have it forever. That's the difference, okay? So you will do shop 9 for our first of 2 beaded peridot necklaces. Yes, Isaac, I am a ruby. Ruby is my birthstone. I should get a ruby beaded necklace, but actually, I like the color of that peridot. Isaac said, you should vacation in Cleveland. When you get back to Texas, you will appreciate it more. You know, I haven't been to Cleveland.
Really?
I haven't.
Oh.
I've been to Dayton, which is much smaller. You would have thought I would have been to Cleveland and not Dayton, but I've been to Dayton on I think 2 business trips. I went to Dayton. I'm like, small little place. But I went there 2 times for Toyota. In my time working with Toyota, I've been there twice. Okay, now we have an additional peridot bracelet. This is more of a classic bracelet styling. So this is going to be all peridot. All of that carat weight, 18.2 carats. All of that is coming from strictly peridot. This is done in rhodium over sterling silver. Open this up for you guys. It's got an insert tab closure with that double safety. Oh, okay. So these are pretty large. These are larger ovals than we had on the GP collection piece. Let me just show you that for perspective. So it kind of goes to personal preference. Would you rather slightly larger peridot pieces, or would you like more petite peridot, but with the addition of accent stones like those white topaz? That's when it comes to personal preference, because these are going to be very similar in price. And again, on this one, we also have the 3 sizes. We have 6.5 inches, 7¼ and 8 inches. So it just goes down to personal preference. You're going to be close in price. So go with what you love. If you love that Art Deco look, I think it's really unique. If I were to suggest one to you, I would say go with the GP because one, you know, it's one of Gaia's pieces. You know, all the thought and attention to detail that she has, but two, I just think it's so unique. We see a lot of different bracelets, but we don't see something quite like this. So I really do love that piece. But it comes down to personal preference. If you are just like, I just want the peridot, I just want the carat weight, 18.2 carats of peridot, hello. Yes, please sign me up. And that's the minimum carat weight. That's the 6½ inch. So you're going to get even more as you go up in size. So, but always get the size that fits you. I always say that, get the size that fits you. Insert tab closure, double safety. Gorgeous, huge ovals moving all the way around the wrist. You can wear this with your favorite watch to add a little bit of color. DJ, what are we looking at on the size of these peridot stones? Okay, these are 7 by 5 millimeter. You are getting a minimum of 22 on your 6½ inch. So that's going to go up as you get to your larger. Now you've got the little textured insert tab closure. So there's not a gemstone on there, but it is textured. You've got one gem there on the closure, but you got a little portion, a little break in the stones, very minimal though. So it is textured, which is nice. That kind of amps it up a bit. All right, let's get into our price point. So we're starting at $147.99. Take that coupon code. We bring you down to 111. 5 budget pays available. That's $22 to get this home. I'm telling you, if you don't own Peridot, if you haven't experienced Peridot, give it a try. Give it a try. Utilize your budget pay. Get it home. You're going to look at these stones. And even as I'm looking into this bracelet, there's this really beautiful kind of dancing of color and light within the stone. You almost see, and depending on each peridot, it's going to be a little different. But the way they're cut, when you have your faceted gems, there's like multicolored dancing of lights within each stone, which is really, really pretty. All right, shop 10 on that peridot bracelet. Gotta laugh at our comments over here. Miss Pat says, you're on the 2 a.m. show. You better get a little rest. Isaac says, no rest. Drink more coffee. I'm going to be shooting for some rest in between, even if it's just a 3-hour nap. I got this. Okay. Miss Pat Perkins, it's very cold. I am imagining she's referring to Ohio, to Cleveland, as it is definitely not cold in Texas right now. It's probably not cold in Cleveland either, but I guess in the winter months it does get colder. All right, friends, if y'all are tuning in, say hello. Utilize the chat feature. I really do love to chat with you guys. I love to get to know you guys. As you can tell, we have regulars that we chit-chat with on a regular basis. So I would love for all of you to chat with us, to get in on the party, because it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's like a little shopping family. It's like shopping with your best friends. Miss Pat, I had a peridot when I was a small child. Everyone thought that was a big deal back in the day because no one in my family had a ring at such a small age. Oh, that's really special. What happened to your peridot ring? Do you still have it? Wow, that's really special and sweet. And that's your birthstone. Okay, so we're getting into a bold neck piece. And I say neck piece because y'all look at that. This is like I'm going to a ball, I'm going to a wedding, I'm going to a holiday party. I need an actual neck piece. Lobster claw closure done in 18 karat vermeil. It's going to be from 18 inches all the way down to 20. So I love that you have the adjustability. And this we're calling the Vine of Light. So it's going to be your peridot mixed with white zircon. And of course, white zircon, I always like to point out, is not cubic zirconia. Okay, not cubic zirconia. White zircon is an earth mine gemstone. Look at that on the neckline. I love the placement of this too, because the stones, if you have it at 18 inches, they hit right at the collarbone. So honestly, you barely even notice that turns to a chain. It almost just looks like that beautiful array of ribboning moves all the way around the neckline. You barely notice that little adjustment from your gemstones to your chain. Now, as we look at this, what I love is we've called this the vine of light. And it really is like a vine of light. So as you're peeking at this, now I'm noticing there's little foot tape for us for where we should be standing. And I'm always like this. I'm like, gotta talk to you guys, gotta get in your face. So I suppose we shall be right about here. You'll notice as we're looking at this piece, there's this vine of light, as we're saying, but it's a vine of white zircon. So we have the peridot, those ovals are moving all the way around the neckline. There is some graduation here, okay? So you're gonna have the most petite ovals up at the top. They get ever so larger as you make your way to the base of the neckline. And then you have this vine of white zircon. That is your vine of light. So moving, almost like a ribbon. It's almost like draping a ribbon through your peridot. We have the zircon, the zircon, the zircon, the zircon. They just flow between each peridot. That's the spot. Okay. So they flow in and out of each and every peridot. It's really a sweet design. It's an elegant design. Now, total carat weight, you're getting 19.8 carats in total on these gemstones between your peridot and your white zircon. We're going to take a peek. DJ, let's look at the individualized carat weights here. And these are the Habai peridot. So the Habai peridot, Cheryl was mentioning yesterday, this is currently the most sought after peridot. This is out of China, and it is the most coveted for the color of the peridot. So in your peridot, you are getting 18 carats 62. So over 18 carats of peridot, and then about a carat 18 in your white zircon. Really, we want to know about the carats of peridot, right? So over 18 carats of peridot, and the stone size, it's ranging from 6x4 to 8x6. So that's where that graduation comes in. But look at how striking that is on the neckline, right? I mean, it is just something that is going to be eye-catching. Again, if you were wearing, I tell you ladies this, if you have a formal occasion coming up, it is our first instinct, us ladies, ooh, I got invited to a wedding. Ooh, I have a holiday party. Ooh, I have a dinner party. I gotta go buy a new dress. I mean, I've already caught myself doing it with our Shop LC Italy trip. I'm like, okay, I need to get a couple new outfits. I need to shop in my closet. But, I mean, you can treat yourself to a few new things for a trip, I think, because it's exciting and you want to have, you know, the perfect look for the place and for those shows, right? The show with Gaia and our gold show. I want to make sure that I have a nice on-camera look. But, ladies, we're very quick to be like, opportunity, go buy a new dress. If you have a formal occasion coming up, a wedding, a holiday party, I encourage you, get a necklace like this, okay? Something that is not just a necklace, but a neck piece. And pull out from your closet a gorgeous black dress you've already worn, a gold, a silver, a red, and put this on. And that dress that you've already worn is suddenly going to look brand new. It's going to have a whole different look because a neck piece like this really does change the entire look, regardless of what you were wearing. I mean, if you were wearing a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt and you put this on, suddenly you could go from wearing tennis shoes to wearing heels because this would dress you up so much. I mean, just a necklace like this has such a presence that it completely changes the look of an outfit. So start price on this is $300. After that coupon code, we're bringing you to $225. And after your budget pays, you're paying $45 to get this home. Get it home on budget pay. If you do have that special wedding coming up and you're like, man, Lauren, I don't know about that. I still think I need to go buy a new dress. Just try it. Just try it. Get this home. Use your budget pay. Use your 30-day joy guarantee. Pull that dress out of your closet that you wore 10 years ago that you swear you're going to wear again. I have this problem. I literally have a little like sliding closet in my apartment. I have a secondary closet in my actual closet, but I've got a little sliding closet and I put all my formal dresses in there. And aside from the Shop LC photo shoots, when am I going to wear all these formal dresses that I've already worn on other occasions? I don't know. I don't know, but I keep them, right? We keep them, but then we buy new dresses for new formal occasions. I have reworn many of my formal dresses, and luckily now I get to wear them a lot for the photo shoots. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, I don't know why I keep all these. I could probably get rid of some of these, but maybe it's sentimental value, right? You want to hold on to this or hold on to that, but rewear it and jazz it up with some new jewelry. This right here will be shop 11. Shop 11 for our neck piece of the show. This is the only piece like this that we will have that's really like a full neck piece. Okay. Isaac said 90 degrees now. Okay, so you're a little cooler than us in Texas. 90 probably feels great. Isaac said, I want a Peridot cross in $1 auctions, and they said it was sold out or damaged. Oh my goodness, Isaac. You have bad luck sometimes with your $1 auction wins. Those items tend to get sold out. Miss Pat, I don't know what happened. Wishing I had saved it and took care of it. Oh, that happens though. Isaac, men keep clothes forever. I think we all do. I was just saying this the other day. I mean, and y'all probably see me and you would never know it, but I still wear clothes from high school.
I mean, a great example is Stephanie.
Oh, that is DJ, you are so right. DJ, Stephanie is the perfect example. Stephanie has clothes and shoes that she has worn like forever, and she wears them. She will always wear her stuff, and you'll say like, oh, I love that sweater, and she's like, oh yeah, I've had it since da-da-da. I'm like, what? But Stephanie always looks impeccable. Like Stephanie, I'm like, some days I'm like, you literally, most days actually, I'm like, you look like you just walked out of Vogue. Her style is so good. Whether she's dressing up, she's dressing down, Stephanie she always knocks it out of the park. She's a style icon here. Okay, this is actually a really sweet deal that we're about to present to you. And I think this would be perfect for any of the younger ladies in our lives who their birthstone is Peridot and you want to gift them genuine gemstone jewelry. This is a really sweet price point. So this will be a standalone pendant. Now, I will just mention, our gold chains in the studio, these are gold tone. These are like cheap little gold chains. So you can get gold tone chains for next to nothing. If you own jewelry from Shop LC, you very likely have a vermeil chain that you could slip this on. But this actual pendant, that Peridot pendant, it's a carat. It's a carat solitaire round. That is done in 10 karat yellow gold. So the pendant itself is done in genuine gold, 10 karat yellow gold. Then you've got your gorgeous 1 karat solitaire. So that's the perfect size to be noticeable. Y'all, I'm having a hard time keeping up. It's perfect. This is the perfect everyday wear pendant for any girl out there. If your birthday, if you're a Peridot baby, your August baby, this is perfect. This is the perfect way to wear your birthstone. I love that. You know, if you wore like a cross pendant every day, you could put your birthstone right there next to it on the same chain, and that would look really cute. It would be just like this little colorful embellishment. And they both have meaning to you, right? So that would be really sweet. I suggest that. I suggest, I haven't done that with my cross, but I think that'd be really cute to add a little extra charm on there. Like a little birthstone charm. I think that'd be really cute. But kind of back to what I was thinking is if you're wanting to gift, you know, one of the younger ladies in your life, maybe for a 13th birthday, a sweet 16, quinceañera, get one of these. Now you could use a vermeil chain, gold tone chain. Gift them their birthstone. You're gifting them a genuine gemstone. It's in 10 karat yellow gold. So this is never going to tarnish. It's never going to turn. She will have this forever. Now, like Miss Pat said, she had a Peridot ring when she was little. She wishes she had kept up with it. She doesn't have it anymore. But ideally, she could have this forever. And if she didn't, guess what? You're paying Shop LC pricing. So 1 full carat of Peridot in 10 karat gold. You guys, the gold prices are astronomical right now. So I don't know how we're doing this. Your start price is $140. We're bringing it down to $105. $21 on budget pay. $105, you guys. We talked about the little brackets of where people fall in the amount you'll spend. That's right in that $100 category, okay? So for your granddaughter, for your niece, for your goddaughter, for your daughter, so sweet, for your sister, for your best friend, if that's her birthstone. I just think that is such a sweet gesture to gift someone their birthstone I love it. It's beautiful. All right. That will be shop 12. Shop 12 for our 1 carat solitaire peridot pendant. Why was that a tongue twister? I don't know. Isaac said, I wear shirts from high school. Yeah, I don't know if I have any shirts from high school. I definitely still have shirts from college. I was actually sleeping in a shirt from college last night. Isaac has a Green Day t-shirt. He said it's from 25 years ago. Concert tees and band tees, I feel like you can wear forever. They never go out of style. The older, the better. The more faded, the better, honestly. They look more chic that way. Miss Pat, very beautiful. Keep jewelry and save it for your children. That's a really great point. Yeah, when you get these pieces, keep these, save these, and then pass them down to the people that you love in the future. Okay, next up we have a trillion cut in our peridot. Very fancy cut here. Wow, that's a really pretty design in our peridot. So this is going to be your Habai peridot out of China. Again, we're utilizing white zircon in this ring, all done in rhodium over sterling silver. Now, we're going to do the bad news first. I feel like that's the best way to do it when people are like, do you want the good news or the bad news? Of course, we want the bad news first, right? So we can end on a high note. So we are sold out of all of the higher sizes. So 9, 10, 11 are gone. You can put in your email if you'd like to be notified. The availability on these is 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's the available sizes that we have on this piece. This is very striking. Very striking, gorgeous color tone on that peridot. You're really seeing that lime green color. And the trillion, right? That's not a cut that we see every day. When we see the trillion cut, Tiffany & Co. actually created the trillion cut. It's about 1 inch from top to bottom with the outer white zircon included. But let me walk you through the design of this ring. So you have your trillion cut in your peridot. You've got a gorgeous trillion halo done in white zircon. And then as we move down the sides of the band, you're actually going to have 3 rows of gemstones. So the exterior rows, those are done in white zircon. The interior row, each side, you're going to have 3 additional peridot stones. So that peridot color tone isn't just in your center stone, but it's actually carrying through the entire ring, which is really nice. And it's got some prominence to it, right? That's not a thin little band. I want to show you too how where you see those rows of gemstones, those actually carry through. And you see the definition and the texture in your rhodium over sterling silver. So it's almost like those rows continue down the side of the ring, down the band. So really unique there with that look. Okay, sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the sizes that we have on this ring. Let's take a peek at our specified carat weights. All right. Whoa, when y'all see the price on this. So that trillion is 2.7 carats. 2 carat 70 on your trillion cut on your center stone. Wow. That's a big center stone. That is a nice prominent peridot stone. Don't y'all just love the setting? The white zircon going down the band, those are prong set, but then your peridot, those are actually channel set. So I really like that too, because we have a little contrast right there squeezed together. You could have just done prong set on all 3 rows, but you've got the channel set in the center. So it gives you a little bit more of that rhodium over sterling, kind of dividing the white zircon from the peridot. So it's those little details, right, that really set Shop Elsie apart. Those little details that our design team thinks of, like, who would think, okay, do channel setting and then do prong setting on the exterior. It gives you so much life in your jewelry when you have little differences like that. Beautiful ring, incredible carat weight. Your starting price is $119.99. I'm feeling we're going to be under 100, you guys. $90 on your budget pay. $90. Can y'all believe that? I mean, not on your budget. Oh my gosh, that's not your budget pay, y'all. That's your total price. Whoa, hold up. I'm over here saying you have a $90 budget pay. Not even close. You have a $90 total price out the door, $90 with tax. You're going to get complimentary shipping. I'm in shock right now. y'all believe that? $90. And then 5 budget pays. So you're looking at $18 on budget pay. I literally just told you. That's how shocking it was to me. I literally just told you the full price was the budget pay price because it did not make sense to me. I'm like, $90 on budget pay. That's what you're paying. No, $18 on budget pay. Hello, Lisa Blue. Lisa Blue, welcome into the live stream. Hello, hello. Yeah, Miss Pat, that's unreal. Unreal price for this piece. Again, it goes to Shop LC. It goes to the power of manufacturing your own products. It also goes to the fact that we are using rhodium over sterling. We're using white zircon. So instead of using gold, instead of using diamonds, we change out these materials. You get a gorgeous piece of jewelry at a fraction of the price. Now, I would love for you guys to take a peek here too. You've got some nice filigree work kind of holding up that stone. So it's not going to sit perfectly flat to the hand. And where you have your accent stones, they kind of move upwards. So it's like this ladder leading you to those center stones. Hopefully you are getting a good look at these pieces. And remember, you can comment shop 13 for the ring for any of these items. And it's going to take you to the web page where you can look at a ton of different photos of these pieces, both on hands, in a studio setting. So that's a great way to get additional angles and things. But also, let me know if you want to see something from a different angle. I'm happy to do that for you guys, okay? So this ring right here, $90 plus tax. Shipping is complimentary. Remember, everything $50 or more, complimentary shipping. We're doing some crazy things in Peridot today, huh? It has been a wild, wild Peridot show. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we would have a $90 and not like a $90 little petite quarter carat solitaire. It's a $90 over 2 carat single center stone with the addition of white zircon, with the addition of additional peridot. The addition of addition for $90. I can't get over the price. All right, we're going to continue on. Shop 13. Get in that comment section if you love any of these pieces. The prices can't be beat. Or Shop LC, right? Unfortunately, we're used to it. Just kidding. It's actually a good thing. We're very used to it. Oh, okay. I see what DJ's doing there. We have the corresponding pendant coming up. So if you loved that ring, or if you were thinking of gifting that ring and you're like, oh, I don't know the ring size of the person that I'm trying to shop with. Well, guess what? We have the corresponding pendant. So that makes for a really great gift. So same design overall, right? You've got your trillion cut peridot. You've got the white zircon on the outer edges. And then again, I really love what we've done here with the bail. You have, and I'll wait till it gets on the screen behind me, but looking at this, let me slip it on the neckline first. Just got these nails done. And I was telling DJ before the show, she chopped them, y'all. Like, she chopped them off. I was like, okay, yeah, trim them down. And then I was like, oh, yeah, like, oh, okay. She totally chopped them off. So I'm having a hard time. I don't have much grip now because I'm used to having a little bit more length on my nails. Trying to do that closure, it was like a struggle. Okay, so you okay back there, DJ?
No, just what Isaac said.
Isaac. We love Isaac. Said I met a customer from Austin, Texas, but he's never heard of you. Isaac, you crack me up. Next time I meet someone from Cleveland, I'm going to ask if they've heard of you.
Oh my God, you know Isaac?
Right? Do you know my friend Isaac? And Miss Pat Perkins over here. Okay, you guys, let's take a peek at this pendant. So, same overall design, but in pendant form. So what we saw moving down the band, right? We got into the details of that, is actually going to be in the bail of your chain, of your pendant, which bail to base beauty here, right? We have gemstones from the top of the bail to the bottom of the pendant. And take a peek at this. Again, we have the channel set peridot. Those are moving upward, and then you also have the white zircon there on the sides, the prong set white zircon. Now, I'm pretty sure wait. Y'all, it's even lower than the ring. And that's because we have less peridot and white zircon because we only have it up the bail rather than both sides. If you're looking at $82.50 now, $82.50 to get your pendant home, chain included, 20 inches. Everything is rhodium over sterling silver, so you're going to have that really nice polish to it. 3 budget pays on this one. So you're looking at $27.50 to get this home on your budget pay. This is a really nice set to wear together. I know they're a little bit bolder pieces. You know, you've got a little bit more thickness there on the band. You've got that very prominent bail there. But I do think obviously they're matching pieces. They're meant to be worn together if you want to. You can always mix and match. But I don't think it's over the top. I don't think it's too much. Sometimes when things are really bold or big, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, it depends on your personal style if you would wear them both together. But I think these two, if you wanted to go in and get both, because what are we looking at? We're looking at $82.50 plus $90. $172.50 for both in total. That's pre anything in total, pre-budget pay. Then add in your budget pay, you'd be paying like $57 a month to get both of them home. Such a great deal. I'm having so much fun with this Peridot show, which is funny because, like I said, green isn't my instinctual go-to color. Y'all know me. I'm a pink girl through and through. But I'm having a blast with Peridot because I'm seeing the pricing we're bringing to you piece after piece after piece. Thank you, Isaac. Isaac, I think, was helping me with my math. Yeah, 172. Thank you. There's a slight delay in the comment, so I missed that, Isaac. Isaac, they all know me. Isaac, actually, everyone does know you. I think you're famous in the live stream because you're here. You know, you chat with us, and we love that. So thank you, Isaac. We appreciate you. You are known. You are definitely known here. Lisa Blue Studio, thank you. I'll take it. I'm famous with my family. I will say that. So I'll take that. Thank you. Isaac, thank you for the help with my math on the 172. But there was that slight lag, so I'm over here using my old school calculator. All right. We will be commenting shop 14 for the pendant, shop 13 for the corresponding ring. Now, we are becoming more and more limited on time. So we're going to try to get through. We have, let's see. Oh, we got 4 pieces. So I think we can do that. It just depends on how chatty I get. Wow. Now, this is the kind of Peridot ring for me. Look at that. Okay, pear shape. We were all loving the pear shape earlier in our lab-grown diamonds. So sizing is great. Off the bat, I'm just going to share the good news. We have sizes 5 all the way through 10. 5 all the way through 10. Now, we're going to have to look at the details here soon, but we are looking at rhodium over sterling silver on your setting. And we've got a lot of detail in the rhodium, so I'm going to point that out to you momentarily here. But your Peridot, okay, so you've got 1 carat of one Peridot. That is going to be a beautiful pear, but you're getting 1 carat 68 on that Peridot. You then have moissanite. So very petite. You barely even notice those moissanites. They're just, again, it's all about the details. It's like we didn't have to add them, but we added them, and they just add that perfect little cherry on top moment. But your Peridot is surrounded by Orissa rhodolite garnet. So surrounding that stone, you have gorgeous rhodolite garnet, just creating the perfect halo around that Peridot stone. And the contrast between that color, it's so vibrant, it's so eye-catching. That purple and green, it's kind of like those grape colors together. But I would say this rhodolite garnet, it's kind of got a little bit pink tone to it. That's what I was saying. This is kind of up my alley, which the rhodolite garnet, it moves between like a grape color and a wine color. So you do get that mix, but there's a lot of work here in your rhodium over sterling silver. So we have this beading. Okay, so this beading in your rhodium over sterling, it almost looks like additional accent stones. That's actually this teeny tiny dotting of that metal that outlines the entire piece. So it outlines all of that rhodolite garnet. And then you have this split veil, or split band, shall I say, and that has additional beading in your rhodium over sterling silver. So you get a really unique look on this, and you get the look as if you have teeny tiny diamonds or moissanite moving around the exterior of that piece, moving down the band of that piece. So it's really special. It's something really unique to see, and it adds, it's happening again. It adds extra glamour to your piece. Put that on. Now let me measure that. Top to bottom, little under 3/4 of an inch. Isaac, you better not. You better not do that. Whoa, y'all are about to be blown away by the price on this. Again, like literally again. $80 to start. Wait. We're bringing you to $60 on this. You're getting Peridot. You're getting Rhodolite Garnet. You're getting 2 Petite Moissanite. Oh, I forgot to show where those are. So your Moissanite right here and right here. They're in this little framework. Oh my goodness. Isaac and Miss Pat are cracking me up today in the chat. Amazing size range, $60 to get this home plus tax. That is it. Your budget pay, I forgot about budget pay, is going to be $15. We are doing a Peridot blowout right now. And the crazy thing is we still have 2 weeks left in August. So we are literally knocking our Peridot prices down as low as we can, and we're in the middle of August. Do you realize if you went anywhere else to shop jewelry, obviously they know we're in the month of August. People are buying birthday gifts. People are buying birthstones, right? So Peridot, there's no way we're going to do a sale on Peridot in the middle of August. Here we are at Shop LC doing an additional clearance on Peridot during the month of August. It is truly something special. I see what Isaac's saying. Isaac said it looks like Barney. And Miss Pat's like, hello, it was purple. She's saying, because I think the color tone, right? Because overall, Barney was purple, but then he had green in the center, right? I see what you're saying. It's the color scheme. I see what you mean. Which, fun fact, Barney was filmed in Dallas, you guys. Did y'all know that?
Oh, Barney the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Barney's still on.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, it's a thing of the past. All the shows are different now. I think everyone now watches Miss Rachel, right? I don't really know much about kids shows, but I feel like that's something I hear a lot of people saying their kids watch. I think my cousin's little girl likes Miss Rachel. Yeah, a green tummy. Barney has a green tummy. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that. Okay, now this is the perfect Peridot set if you want a lot of bang for your buck. So remember we had the solitaire pendant. Okay, this one was done in 10 karat gold. And I want to say we were around like $105 or so, maybe a little bit more. But this is a Texas twofer, which means you're getting 2 for the price of 1. Now, I want to mention with this is done in stainless steel. So that's what we're about to give you the most incredible deal. So, stainless steel. Let's talk about it. I feel like a lot of times, and I'm going to put this on as we talk about it, I feel like a lot of times we see stainless steel jewelry and we go, is that junky? Is that bad quality? Is it cheap and flimsy? And we've got to rewrite the narrative for what stainless steel is, because stainless steel is actually what you want your jewelry to be done in. You want stainless steel jewelry. If you are looking for everyday wear jewelry, you want it to be in stainless steel. Stainless steel, hypoallergenic, so it's good for all skin types. So you know how people have sensitivities. Let's say we have someone has a sterling silver sensitivity. You could have a sensitivity to different metals. Stainless steel is hypoallergenic. It is also water resistant. I know for me, I am very bad about taking my jewelry off when I take a shower or a bath. If I go to the beach, I like to wear my jewelry. And I know it's not great, but I tend to wear my jewelry like to the beach, the pool. Not all the time. Like if I'm at a resort, if I'm on a vacation, I like to wear my jewelry. I like to wear my jewelry down to the beach, down to the pool. And with stainless steel, you can actually do that. Now, of course, still be careful of your gemstones because your gemstones could react to the water or to the salt. But it's going to give you a lot of wearability. If you want durable jewelry, if you want an everyday wear set, this is going to be at a price where you're going to feel really comfortable wearing your jewelry every day, but also it's literally wearable every day because of the quality. When you're running errands, when you're doing a workout, when you're chasing your kids, your grandkids, whatever you're doing, wearing this Peridot set, you're going to be fully equipped to do so. Okay, so we are looking at Peridot and moissanite, all done in stainless steel. I love our size range, 5 through 10. Okay, 5 through 10 on the size range. I'm getting called out. Bad idea of wearing my jewelry to the beach. I know. I try not to. There's your Peridot ring. So you've got the ring. You've got the solitaire center stone, or not the solitaire, but you've got the round Peridot stone. And then you have, let's see, 4 petite moissanite moving down the side. So this is just a perfect everyday wear ring, right? If it's your birthstone, if you love the color green, maybe it's your college color, your favorite team color. There's the ring. And then we've kind of got the same look on the pendant. You've got the round Peridot, and then you've got the 4 moissanite moving up the bail. Chain is included on this one. So you're getting a 20-inch stainless steel chain included. We're going to take a peek real quick at the carat weight on each Peridot stone or the size. Okay, so those Peridot are 7mm rounds. They're 1.5 carats. Wow, that's a nice carat weight on each one of these. Okay, so y'all ready for your price? They were $39.99. We're bringing them to $30. And I say these are not an either or. The set is coming down to $30. Can you believe it? $30 make you holler. Do we have budget pays on this, DJ?
Yeah,
3. $10. $10 to get home an entire set of jewelry. Do like the Italians do, okay? Do as the Italians and get home a set of Peridot jewelry. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. If you have someone in your life who's a Peridot birthstone, get this set for them. They will love it. You can either, gift the necklace now and then the ring later, or if you don't know their ring size, get the ring for you, gift them the pendant. People, I'm telling you get extra brownie points for gifting someone's birthstone. You really do. Oh, Miss Pepper said, I lost my wedding ring at the bottom of a swimming pool. I don't wear rings into the water. More so just like a necklace or even sometimes a little bracelet. I definitely don't wear rings into the water. Let me know which beach you go to. I will go with my metal detector after. Isaac. You know what? If I ever want to be humbled, I come to the live stream because Miss Pat and Isaac will just humble me real quick. Just kidding. I love you guys. Okay, now this bangle. Okay, we're limited to size 8. We sold these, was it yesterday? We sold these yesterday, Cheryl and I, and we had all 3 sizes, 6.5, 7 1/4, and 8. And we rocked these out to the point that we only have the 8-inch remaining. You are getting 16 carats of Peridot. You've got 3 rows of gorgeous ovals, all done in stainless steel. We just talked about the benefits of stainless steel. Gorgeous work in your stainless steel as well. And I want to show you how easy this is to take on and off. Hold on. I said that and I'm like, wait, is it stuck? There you go. Okay. It's just a little, and then do the little pull. I'm being very gentle because it's not mine and I don't want to break it. Look at that. The perfect bangle. So easy to wear. Get this and you are decked out in Peridot. Okay, size 8 only. Now there's other gemstones. Those might have other sizes, but those will probably not have the coupon code because this is a Peridot show. Price on this one, we're starting at $50. We're bringing it down to $37.50, and then you've got 3 budget payments of $12.50. So get home your Peridot for $22.50 today. That was our end of show special, our little stainless steel blowout. Shop 17. Shop 17 for that bangle. We've got a 4.7 star rating with 48 reviews. Isaac, he said, what time are you on TV? I will try to watch. I am on tonight, which is technically tomorrow morning, but it feels like tonight from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Central Time, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. So thank you, Isaac. I hope you can tune in. If not, no worries. I hope you're sleeping, honestly. Unless for some reason you can't sleep, tune in, say hello, but I really hope you're sleeping. Anybody else who's out there, if you are up, tune in. Sean Wilsey and I will be with you live from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. right here. Okay, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Ohio time. There you go, update. All right, friends, I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. I will see you on the live stream on Thursday, same time, 2 p.m. Bye, guys.